Good morning, class. I would like to welcome you in this class, this lesson. I am Teacher Juma by the name. I'm going to deal with you in English session, particularly in word class. The word class is sometimes known as parts of speech. But now before we go deep into this word class, we are supposed to be knowing what is it, what is a word, and what is word. Beginning with the term word. A word simply means collection of letters that carries meaning. A collection of letters that gives meaning. For example, if we say the word pen, pen. This is a collection of several letters. It is a collection of letter P plus letter E plus letter N, which gives us the word pen. Now when we say a word, we mean the collection of letters that gives a complete meaning. The word pen has got meaning. Yes, it can simply be an instrument that we use to write with. Therefore, after knowing what a word is, we're supposed to be knowing what a class is. A class simply means collection of several things. A collection of several things. For example, when pupils are in collection, we call them class. After knowing now what a word is and what a class is, let us now go and see what word class is. Word class. When we talk of the word class, we mean this is a collection of words. The collection of words or classification of words depending on the function they have in a sentence. But we are now giving words terminologies to identify them depending on the function they have in a sentence. A good example in a sentence. John went to school. John went to school. John went to school. Here we have got how many words? 1, 2, 3, 4 words. But now every word in this sentence has got a function to perform. Let us begin with John. John is a word that names somebody. John is a word that names somebody. Went is a word that shows an action. It is a word that shows an action. To is also a word that shows the relationship between a noun and another noun or pronoun in a sentence. Then we have got the word school. Again, it is a word that gives name to particular place. Now, if the word John gives name to a person, what specifically do we give? Which word do we use to name the word that gives name to people? This word is specifically known as noun. Therefore, the word that gives name to people is known as noun. Noun. Then the word that tells us an action that particular person does is technically known as verb. Then if a word is used to show relationship between a noun and another noun, or a noun and another pronoun, or a pronoun and another pronoun, then that word is known as preposition. Then the word school, as we said earlier, shows or gives the name to a particular place. Therefore, we have already said that if a word gives name to a particular place, a person, or a thing, then that word becomes a noun. Therefore, in our sentence here, the word school is also a noun. Now you can simply see, we could not say that the word went is a noun simply because it does not do the work of noun. It only gives there or shows an action that particular person does. Therefore, depending on the function that a particular word has in a sentence, the word class gives us 8 parts of speech or 8 word classes. But remember, we are getting these word classes depending on the function they do or they have in a sentence. Therefore, let us now see these word classes, these 8 word classes. Number one, we have got noun. Number 2, we have got pronoun. Number 3, we have got verb. Number 4, we have got adjectives. Number 5, we have got adverbs. Number 6, we have got conjunction. Number 7, we have got preposition. And finally, we have got interjection. Interjection. Okay, now these are the classes of words that we get depending on the role or the function that a word has in a sentence. Knowing this, we are supposed now to go and see what noun is, what preposition is, what a verb is, what adjective is, what adverb, conjunction, preposition, as well as interjection is. Okay, paraphrase very fast. Noun. Let us begin with a noun. When we talk of noun, here we simply mean a noun is a word that gives name to people, the word that gives name to a place or something. Simply a noun is known as a naming word. But we are calling it a naming word depending on the function it has. Which function does it have? It has a function of giving name to people. It has a function of giving name to places. It has a function of giving name to things. For example, your name, the name that you possess, is simply considered to be a noun. The place you are living, the name of a place you are living, is simply considered to be a noun. Something that you possess there, let's say you are possessing a pen, you are possessing a car, you are possessing a house, and other things. All those things that you possess, they have got a technical term which introduces them. Therefore, that term is technically known as a noun. For example, examples of noun, examples of noun, examples of noun, examples of noun. We have said that a noun names people, a noun names things, a noun names places. Let us begin with names of people. People. Let's say Peter, Juma, Dawson, plus your own name is also considered here to be a name or a name of a person. The second thing that a noun names is place. Place. Dar es Salaam, Dar es Salaam, Mbezi, Fountain, Joy, Kigoma, and the rest. An example of things. Examples of things. A book, a pen, a ruler, house, car, and other examples. Now, as you can simply see, said before that a noun is a word that gives name to things, people, and places. That is what a noun is. Then pronoun. Pronoun is a word which is used on behalf of a noun. Pronoun. It is made up of two words, pro plus noun. Pro simply means support, and noun, as what we said before, means a naming word. Therefore, a pronoun is a word that supports or can simply be used on behalf of a noun. When somebody does not apply a noun, we can simply use pronoun. For example, Juma is going to school. Then if you are not ready or you don't wish to use the term Juma, you can simply say he is going to school. Therefore, that he is substituting a noun Juma. Therefore, we can simply say that a noun is a word which is used to substitute a noun, pronoun is a word which is used to substitute a noun in a sentence. Examples of pronoun. Examples of pronoun. Examples of pronoun. Remembering that a pronoun is a word which is used to substitute a noun in a sentence. For example, I've told you Juma. This Juma can simply be substituted by pronoun he. Amina can simply be substituted by pronoun she. Pupils. We can use the word they. To substitute the word pupils, which is a noun. A ruler can simply be represented by a noun, by a pronoun it, and the rest. These are what we call pronouns, because we are using them to represent a noun in a sentence, in case we don't use noun. Then, what is a verb? What is a verb? A verb simply means a doing word. A verb is simply a doing word. But now, why do we consider a verb to be a doing word? We are considering a verb to be a doing word simply because it is a word which is used to show the action that we normally perform. It is a word which shows the actions that we normally perform. This is why we are calling it a doing word. Whatever you do can simply be expressed in a verb form. For example, kicking, eating, yawning, laughing, cleaning, and the rest. For example, examples of the verb. Examples of the verb. Examples of the verb. Of verbs. Going, singing, writing, sleeping, and the rest. These are examples of actions that we normally perform. Now, a verb is a doing word, and the reason as why we call it a doing word is it shows actions that we normally perform. Therefore, we have got again the other word, which is adjective. Now, what is adjective? An adjective is a word that is used to describe a noun or a pronoun. With the description here, we mean talking more about it, giving some qualities or characteristics concerning a noun or a pronoun. An adjective does not only describe about a noun, but also an adjective describes about pronoun. Remembering that a pronoun can simply be used to represent a noun in a sentence. For example, if you say, my father is a polite man. My father is a polite man. Then the word polite describes about your father. Polite gives more information concerning your father. Now, therefore, the adjective can be words like tall, neat, short, fat, arrogant, and the rest. These are examples of what we call adjective. Adjective gives more information about a noun, giving more information about pronoun. Examples of adjective. Examples of adjective. Examples of adjectives. Adjectives. Polite, I'm saying polite, tall, small, vigilant, arrogant, extravagant, and other examples. These are the words that now are telling us the behavior of a particular person. Remember that an adjective does not only describe more about a noun, but also it does with pronoun. Then after there we have got adverbs. We have got adverbs. And now what is an adverb? What is an adverb? An adverb is a word that describes a verb, an adjective, and another adverb. An adverb is a word that describes more about a verb, an adjective, and another adverb. Remember, I told you before, to describe means to give more information, to tell more about. Now, an adverb can simply be represented by words like slowly, very, strongly, well, and the rest. And an adverb can describe about a verb. In a sentence, for example, when I saw him, he was talking loudly. When I saw him, he was talking loudly. Now, loudly is an adverb describing talking, which is a verb. Then, a sentence showing how an adverb can describe an adjective. She is very polite. She is very polite. Now the word very is describing about polite, which is also an adjective. And an example of adverb showing, describing another adverb. When I was listening to Mr. President's speech, I realized that he was talking very politely. He was talking very politely. Now, politely is adverb, but very is also adverb. Now, here we can simply see how an adverb can describe another adverb. Depending on time, I would like to stop there. Therefore, I would like to remind you of one thing. People, we know the current situation of the world. The entire world is very vigilant concerning this disease by the name of COVID-19. Please take care of yourself. Follow instructions that are given by people concerned, by health personnel. Let us be vigilant. We still love you. Thank you very much. Meet you next time.